For the final match, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a ZVZ to finish off the night. Of course it would be. It is Technics versus Bakuryu.
Yes, it is. And of course, already in the evening, we saw Bakuryu, in quite a surprising result, demolish Technics in the first game of the day. It was already setting up to be a slightly interesting one, but here we are. Technics finding himself back in the final match, having to battle his way from a disadvantageous position. But here he is, his chance to go through, and Bakuryu as well. So it's everything to play for in this match. It really, really is.
Indeed, and it's going to be particularly interesting, I think, to see what builds they go for on the first map, what the strategies are, because of course they did play on the same map in the first match as well, so there could be some extra level of mind gaming going on. Of course, a quick reminder, what happened in that game was Bakuryu basically went for a fast sunken without lings, and then just kind of tricked Technics into not making Zerglings or something. It was pretty weird what happened, but yeah, I'm not sure if Technics will fall for that one again, so... You ready for game number one, Elegant?
I'm ready. I'm very excited.
All right, let's go. Alright, at the bottom right position as the teal Zerg, we have Technics from Bulgaria. At the top left as the blue Zerg, we have LRM Bakuryu. And oh man, the overlay is even crazier than normal. I don't know what happened this time.
Yeah.
What on earth is going on? What? You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
Is
We're
it?
all fine. I don't know.
Is it?
What does it even say? I don't even know what it says. Why does it?
I'm going onto the stream now and see if I can decipher this for you.
What the hell is going on?
I'm just gonna give you an instinctive feedback on what my brain tells me it says straight up.
They're like all overlaid and stuff. Like, what are all those numbers and letters, man?
Oh my good god. So, as far as I can tell, it says round of 16 match, which sounds a bit dirty. 111 ZZ5 with a little kind of boobly thing over second Z.
Where the hell are all those ones coming from?
It's like oh dear. I have no idea.
I don't. There's not. It's supposed to say like Z5. For Technics, why?
I don't know where all these Zs and ones are coming from. It's just super confused right now.
All right, we got gas first from Technics again, by the way.
So we do
We're
indeed.
gonna have 12 something here from Baku. Oh, he's 12 hatching like a boss.
Yeah, sorry. Just looking at the stream. That is strange stuff. I have no idea what happened. Yeah, we got a little bit 12 action coming in from Mr. Bakuryu. And meanwhile, yeah, this is going to be fairly interesting. How's Bakuryu going to deal with this? Don't say he's going to die.
No, I think it's gonna be okay because the pool wasn't actually that fast.
It's looking quite fast to me.
I actually was not paying enough attention. Was it like an overgas pool or something like that? Yeah, I guess it must have been.
Yeah,
it must have been
it
an
has to
overgas
be.
pool. I still think Baku
Should be alright. He's his pool is going to be just about time.
He's definitely gonna be okay because Technics doesn't make lings. He just goes straight for the lair.
Wow. Okay, so Bakuryu getting away with that, and that should give Bakuryu a little bit of an advantage as the game wears on a little bit. But of course, Technics is going to have a significantly earlier tech, so that could come into play. But Bakuryu is going to have more options. He's going to have the extra hatchery, and he's going to have the natural expansion available to him as well. Technics. And making a hatchery in his main as well.
With no lings.
A little bit strange.
He went lair and second hatchery before making lings. That is crazy. I don't know what kind of sick read he just made, but like, I guess because he didn't see any lings coming in with his overlord, so he knew it wasn't a 9 pool or an overpool. So he just was like, okay, I don't need lings.
That's pretty good. So Technics going like super efficient. I'm not quite sure why he wouldn't get the hatchery in his natural though.
Well, I guess he wasn't sure because having not made lings, if it was actually an overpull or something, I don't think he would make that. I mean, you know, he's really skimping on the ling production right now, so he just made it.
Majorly.
But yeah, he is going to be in a pretty tricky spot against Bakuryu, having the hatchery at the natural. I mean, he's got no, you know, larva advantage or anything. You know, you can see Bakuryu's hatchery is way faster. The Spire of Technics obviously is a lot faster than Bakuryu.
Way faster, yeah.
Bakuryu's probably going to need some spore colonies, and I think Technics, you know, if he can't kill Bakuryu when he has the spores, he might get a third hatchery at his natural, and we could go into a longer ZVZ here.
Yeah, we actually could. I think you're right. Bakuryu should find that he's going to have to make some spore colonies because his tech is a long, excuse me, a long way behind that of Technics. So yeah, it could actually really stretch itself out, and Technics probably going to look to expand at some point in the future, and maybe we'll get a later game Zerg v Zerg, who knows.
Yeah, that would be ideal, I think.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it looks like Spire's about to pop. I mean, Bakuryu's going to poke in the front. But you can see with his Overlord, there's a perfect, beautiful Ling arc here, so nothing he can really do there. But I'm looking at this building placement. The Spire for Technics is really nice. The pool is actually in the exact same place where Zaraki put it and got owned by True Touch. So I'm wondering if this is actually not a good place to put the pool, but people just do it instinctively.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it shouldn't come into play. This is not going to come into play this game, I don't think. But even so, yeah, they both done this pool positioning. Actually, look at that.
Yeah, except it makes more sense for Bakuryu because this is away from the ramp, but for Technics it's like towards the ramp. So.
But it's exact mirror. It seems like this is a real favorite pool positioning between the gas and the minerals. I don't quite know why that would be.
Uh-oh, this Ling attack. This Ling attack could be good. There's not enough links for Bakuryu. Oh my god.
Yeah, he gets a good position on the first couple of lings and is popping out a few extra ones, but he does get a little bit surrounded right there, and suddenly the battle turns around, as Ling battles do, when you get a slightly questionable position. Bakuryu needs to make these lings count, but he is not doing so, and gets caught in another unfortunate position and gets taken down on the ramp, and now his drones are ripe for picking as well. He needs a sunken colony. No, he's just going to go straight for the spore colony. The sunken colony would not be in time. He needs more lings. There are a few more lings coming out of his natural, and he might just be able to see his way clear without losing too many drones.
Yeah, I think he had to make the spore there. If he made a sunken, the links would just run to his main anyway. And it looks like, oh man, the mutas though coming in, helping out their link buddies on the ground. So 2 links still remaining in the main. The spores will keep Baku safe. It's funny that Baku actually has 3 spores in his natural and only 1 in his main, but it looks like it's gonna work out here. So Technics, as I said, getting that natural hatchery because he knows he can't actually kill Baku with all these spores. And Baku actually getting his mutas down in decent time as well. So this is very interesting. We're gonna see a longer ZVZ, guys. Could potentially be Hive.
With that number of spores, it fills me with hope and joy. Oh, Bakuryu almost making his natural gas and then cancelling it right to the last second. Not quite sure why that happened. Maybe he just didn't have enough minerals at the last second. Who knows? But yeah, he's got a decent muta time. He's got plenty of spore colonies, so it's going to be hard for Technics to kill him at least. But it all depends on how Bakuryu can take advantage of that.
And Baku very smartly getting the +1 carapace immediately. He knows that because the game isn't going to be decided straight away, he has time to get that upgrade. No upgrade from Technics. I really think he should start that upgrade as soon as possible. There's no way that a single muta difference right now is going to do anything. Might as well invest for later on where that upgrade will really come in handy. These mutas numbers are going to go higher. He's going to try and poke in here, but you can see very well placed spores here by Bakuryu. In fact, I think the only vulnerability might be if Technics comes like all the way along the top side and hits the main gas or something, but even then it's quite tricky, so really perfectly positioned by Bakuryu. Now you can see Technics immediately taking this natural gas, really doesn't want to fall behind on the gas count.
Yeah, he really ought not to, because Bakuryu, like you say, he's got good ability to just keep making mutas now. He's got plenty of gas to go, his natural gas to go, his main gas. And yeah, you can just keep going. So Technics basically needs to stay level in that regard. But Technics is making a lot of drones right now, a hell of a lot of drones, really pumping that economy. He's going to be mining far more minerals than Bakuryu, who is barely mining minerals at all at his natural.
Yeah, and one of the reasons he can do this is because he's got that extra hatchery, so he can still keep pumping mutas and just use the excess minerals on those drones because he's got the extra larva to spare. Whereas Bakuryu's got to be a little bit more careful. You can see he's using most of his larvas on the muta. Doesn't have, well, he's got a few here at his natural hatchery.
He could potentially bust a few more drones out. He doesn't really have.
He's got to be a little bit more careful with it though, whereas Technics has a little bit more freedom to make those extra drones. And it looks like One Link does come in here, sees the really good saturation as a natural fuse compared to Bakuryu's. So Bakuryu's going to have to really catch up on the drones. He's making a lot of mutas though. I wonder if Bakuryu's going to try and hit a timing when his +1 carapace finishes. It will be faster than Technics. I think that actually might be what Bakuryu's going for here without making extra drones. This could be really, really interesting.
Yeah, this could be very curious. Bakuryu is in a curious kind of crossroads right here. I'm wondering if we're going to see him be really aggressive at any point. I don't know where he'd really find the window because Technics has been ahead for a little while in terms of his hat-trick count, so I don't know where that opportunity would really come from.
If he's going to do it, he's going to need to do it within the next 45 seconds or so because his +1 is about to finish, so he needs to hit when his is finished and Technics isn't.
Yeah.
So I guess he's got like a minute tops. He should start flying out maybe now.
It looks like he's kind of making ready to, stacking up his meters. Oh, he's going to take a skirt shift through. No, not quite. But not really keeping his meters moving. It looks like, okay, now he's going out. But as the armor finishes, I'm wondering if he's thinking that his meters are going to be closer they are, and he's losing precious seconds here. If he wants to seize any kind of advantage, then he needs to seize it now. But it looks like he's just using it as cover to go and get a third base up. We have a drone going to the top right-hand corner. Imagine if he could get that 2-gas base up.
That would be amazing for him. That'd be pretty tricky. Technics, by the way, has a drone at the 3 o'clock. Looks like he wants another base as well. And here we go. The Overlords are going to see the mutas coming out. Baku's got to be careful not to let the Scourge hit the Overlords. Yeah, looks like he's being very careful. Oh! But he does let one hit at the last second. Let's see, 75 supply for Technics against only 57. Technics actually has a gigantic supply lead, but I think, oh my god, what is Bakuryu doing?
Bakuryu accidentally lands a whole bunch of Scourge on Overlords, but he's still has 20 left. He's coming in with his mutas, but I don't know if there's going to be enough more Scourge coming in. It's not very easy to tell who's going to win this battle. Bakuryu is still looking pretty even with Technics at this point. Bakuryu could take the battle. It's looking barely even still going really down to the death right here. Technics might just have it, but here comes some extra Scourge to Bakuryu. Bakuryu might actually...
But there's a huge link counterattack, Elegant. There's a huge link counterattack from Technics, though. And Bakuryu has no answer to that. He has to win this muta engagement decisively because he's going to just die back at home here. He needs these mutas to end the game. This could actually turn into a base trade situation. His mutas have won the air battle, but his main is dying to these Zerglings. It looks like some of the Zerglings are chasing a few Bakuryu's lings back, and it looks like Bakuryu is just camping all the mutas. The Bakuryu's running out of mutas himself. The fresh mutas are picking him off. I don't know if Bakuryu has enough because his drones are all dead. Elegant, he has no drones left. He's actually made a hatchery at the top right, though, a hidden hatchery, but he has just lost the rest of his air force as well. I think Bakuryu is dead. GG! Wow, what a finish to that game.
Oh my god, I didn't see the link counterattack and I was thinking, wow, Bakuryu is actually going to win this. Not quite to be, but a valiant effort. But Technics taking it nonetheless to go 1-0. But wow, what a roller coaster ending to the match there.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Technics doing it perfectly there with that link counterattack, barely holding on.
Yeah.
And he knew that Bakuryu had no answer to the lings, that he's focused on the spores and the mutas, so use that extra hatchery to his advantage, use the extra mineral income from all those extra drones he had. So
Bakuryu wasted like 4 or 5 Scourge on the way in there, which that's a real turning point in a battle that that is so close as that. Could have made a real difference, a really big difference.
Yeah, definitely. But well, that's it for game number 1. Technics takes it, but that's okay. It is a best of 3, so we'll go to a quick break and then come back.
Yep.